Welcome to the Dream Stream. We are here to meet our dreams. Who is this beautiful kitty? Michelle.
That's now.
Before I was looking at Karma, and now I see this amazing black kitty.
And
So
there's
this is the Dream Stream. Welcome back. I am Yiskah Koock, and today we're Karma. Oh, black kitty. Oh, Karma. How sweet you guys are together. Yeah, I mean, live in harmony. Hi, Michelle. I'm the human. So it's great to see you.
it's great to see you too.
Great catching up. You're a very important character in the Dream Stream. My trilogy legacy. So, and look, you're with your beautiful animals. That's lovely to see. Oh, Karma. Who's the black kitty?
That's Scout. He's the craziest cat I ever met.
Say again his name?
Scout.
That's Scout. Oh, okay. Whatever happened to your calico cat?
Oh, she's around. She's around making trouble.
Oh, good. I'm glad to hear that. Hi, Michelle. I'm here with Michele Riddel, and she is a dreamer and a therapist and a dancer and an actress and an artist.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, all of those things.
Mm-hmm. And you can see my angel. I'll show you my angel.
Yeah, I want to see your angel.
And my chimpanzees. Well,
I don't know what you're making me look at. Oh, is it on your Merle? Okay. Oh, I see your chimpanzee. I do. I see that little fellow. Where's your angel? Oh, beautiful angel, Michelle. Oh, I do like that. Oh, wow.
Yeah, and then wait, this is probably better. You can see a little bit. You can see the chimpanzees.
Yeah, he's as cute as can be.
Okay. So it's my jungle room.
I love it. Is that the barn? What is that?
This is the cat.
This is the cat, but what is that room? Is that the gallery?
What? Yeah, oh no, it's next to the gallery. Yeah.
That's the gallery. Oh, I love it.
And this is the cat that's in love with the
Michelle
dog.
has a gallery here in New Paltz, New York, called the Unframed Artist Gallery, and it's on historic Huguenot Street. And I always think it's worth a visit. So
look at the cat lying on the dog.
Right next to the dog. That's my favorite thing, is like just body warmth, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
They're really good friends, which is nice to see.
So nice to see. So yeah, right now I only have the two cats and I'm wanting a dog. And every day the organization Pet Finder shows me like a poodle mix dog, this little dog. And I fell in love with the one today that came. And I don't know, it's probably too much for me to get a dog. But what is your opinion?
Depends on how big he is.
He's like, 20 pounds.
And that sounds perfect. And his temperament.
I haven't met him, but I can look into him. What is that? What am I hearing?
You know what? That's a giant cricket. No. There, it's my phone. I just hung it up.
Oh,
I was talking about a giant cricket. I had a dream that I heard a sound just like that. And there was a green frog, one of those beautiful green frogs on the wall. And I was so happy. So I just
Wow,
knew, and he was in the house, and I said, good, he's in the house. I was really happy to have him. That was
lovely.
last night. And then I have this other dream that I thought maybe you could help me with.
Yeah,
And
well, I
that's
first want to talk about that one, if we may, Michelle,
sure.
independent of the second one, but that feels like good juju, the frog is in my house. Like that feels like symbiotic relationship. And
Real
and
green,
again,
kind of like real green.
really green, really green.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
that's not that green. Yeah,
bright,
this green, more like this.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. It really feels like a good sign, you know, from nature. Just
Yeah,
okay.
it was.
Yeah.
And the sound of it, it was like the coqui, a coqui frog, like, you know,
Oh, El Coqui.
like that.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
So that's really beautiful. And then I'm sorry, and then the second dream.
This dream is quite the dream.
Okay, I'm
Okay, are
ready.
you ready for it?
Hang on.
This, to me, I had this dream like a little while ago, but it just seems like it was so powerful. Like it's one of those dreams that stays with me.
Yeah, all
And
right.
all right,
Ready.
so I am in this guys and dolls kind of way. I mean, kind of play with Jeremy. I know, kind
Ah,
that was a slip.
that was a
Kind of
wonderful
play
Freudian slip.
with Jeremy, and he's a guy that I know next door, my neighbor's son, and a bunch of people. I am helping this girl get dressed, and her wings got wrecked, and they are like skeletons, and I help her patch them up. They look delicate and beautiful. I tell her if they fall and drop to the floor, make it part of the play. Pick them up and look sad. I tell another girl that also. If something goes wrong, make it part of the play. I am wearing this gay, big blonde wig, and it's white like platinum. And we have and I have high heels, white. I realize I have to go to the dentist at 9:30 before the performance. I keep in costume walking down a stairway with the heels because I can't find my real shoes. Should I keep going on? It goes on.
Please, I'm totally in this story. Go on.
Okay. Somehow Jeremy has to go too for an appointment. And yikes, we have to get back for the performance. I think we go in the Odyssey. That's a car, but it's an Odyssey. It's an Odyssey now that I look back on this. We are in Poughkeepsie, parking the car in a used parking lot or parking lot. Then we stop to see these tribal African Native Americans. They have dirt floors. They've transformed in dark, dirt candle lit, deep tribal community. I'm thinking of the dentist, but this is so fascinating. I walk into the room and she says
Oh, teeth
something.
again.
What?
Teeth again. I'm just listening. I'm listening for like symbols and what comes forth from you telling of the story. And
Teeth?
were speaking of teeth before, and this is teeth again. So
Oh,
yeah,
how is it teeth? Oh, the
go on.
dentist.
The dentist.
Yeah. I walk into the room and she says, and she is one of the tribal mothers,
Okay.
like, do you want to be young? But it means more like cleansed. I want to be courteous, interested. So I say yes, and I am part of this ceremony. And she is boiling molten hot lava in the ground.
Hmm.
And people are around. Ancient ceremony, respect. I think about the dentist and quiet, getting into it deep. They are doing other unknown things, rituals so deep. I tell them, thank you so much. I need to leave. They are upset. They're all women, but they let me go. And I'm looking for Jeremy. The men are all tribal in another room, in a big circle, all with ceremonial dress, big, headpieces. Jeremy or his friend says, you must stay and don't tell them you have to go. He turns to me and I see his left eye has been pierced through, closed, with a thin toothpick-sized arrow spear.
Wow,
I
wow.
think because I think what he had said is he had to go. So then they did that to him.
Wow, Michelle. Right.
I think better listen.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Right. I think I think there's water in the middle of the circle. There is. They are all watching me. Jeremy didn't do so well with his eye,
Yeah, yeah.
There are many rituals and dried raspberry type something I need to eat. Flat on a plate. I do. It's really sour and I eat it somberly. Then these 20 totally primitive costumed warriors sitting still, and Chief says, Mosquito Man, all in masks. Mosquito Man starts shooting those skinny long arrows at me.
At you,
Yeah, and he has a
at the dreamer.
headdress. Yeah, this is the
So,
chief. You can hardly see, but this is the chief. Wait,
yes,
this is the chief,
yes,
and this is Mosquito Man.
yeah. So,
That, yeah.
yeah. Okay,
Um,
please go on. Excuse the interruption.
so he's shooting the arrows. I have to sit still. One by one, they all miss me. Before this, I go deep in a trance, deep meditation. All of them miss me. I think he is missing me on purpose because I am courageous and have passed the test. Slowly, they allow us to get up. I see the women and say, I will return to complete the ceremony. Forget the dentist. We are transformed and totally shaken.
Forget the dentist.
The car is gone. Pop gives Jeremy a key and tells him, I know, forget the dentist. I mean, all through the dream, the dentist.
Forget the dentist. Has nothing to do with this. No, I'm sorry again. That was very funny.
The cop,
Okay, go on.
the cop gives Jeremy a key and tells him to find any car, see if it works. Who knows about the play? This was the deadly serious play, ancient, tribal, magical. My supreme acting was at the ceremony, but I transformed and was honest, not acting. More ceremonial ritual in the middle, putting mud on me, or the lava, but I can't remember. I am up in the full moon night, morning candle after writing this.
Yeah, one more time. Up in a full moon light with a
Yeah, that's
candle.
full moon night. Full moon
And so
night.
it's
Yeah,
the
it was a
night and you
full
have a
moon night.
candle lit. Dreamer
Yeah,
has a candle
I
lit.
brought a candle. Like when
And
I woke
it
up,
was
I
lit.
was like, I had to write this dream, even
Yes.
though like, yeah,
It's beautiful. And I want to say, like, hurrah for epic dreams. I feel like it's been a little while since I've had one like this. This is very powerful. This is really wonderful. So when did you have this dream?
it was a while ago. It was, but it stands out of, it was in, August, August 21st.
Okay, that wasn't so long ago. We haven't seen each other in a little while too. So
Mhm.
that was really wonderful. So some of the questions that Robert Moss asks the dreamer when unpacking a dream is, what do you want to know about this dream?
I want to know about the lava, the mosquito man. Yeah, and I kind of feel like the meditation gave me power. Oh, I think you got muted.
Oh no, I'm still
Oh,
here.
okay, okay.
I'm just being quiet and listening to you.
Yeah, yeah. And just the the power of that ancient in the middle of the dentist and me with the fake wig and the high heels, which I could never walk on.
Yes,
Yeah,
right.
and but that it transforms from this, little thing into this deep, 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 like in the center of the earth almost, like, you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah, it's very ritualistic. It's very much about that for me. Listening to the dream, it feels very ritualistic and very welcoming, to join in these rites of passage. So, and I really feel like if this is my dream, I feel like I am being invited into these rites of passage, and I ask myself, well, what passage is happening in my life, and I'll look at my life and my age and my circumstances and yeah, I mean, and you know how they say like certain ages are connected with earlier ages. I don't know how they do that, but they say maybe it's just as simple as math, but the 29th year is similar to the 48th year, whatever it is. But I feel like this is very shamanic, really an invitation.
yeah, yeah. And that the interest also, like, that I had to keep thinking of the dentist. What the
Yeah, I know. What the fuck? Well, so here's my question. It's like, okay, so sometimes we do dream about teeth. Oh, did you dream about teeth at all? I mean, like, was it the dentist and the connection with teeth, or was it just
more
the
like an
idea
appointment that I had to go to in Poughkeepsie.
for your teeth?
Yeah, dentist.
Okay, well, I would just say that it's really funny. And so when I look at it as a metaphor, like teeth, I'm into like puns. So, or like, so sink my teeth into, I guess it's not a pun, it's more of an aphorism. Sink my teeth into something, that's like teeth. Or like what are some sayings about teeth or dentistry? Um, it's really, sink my teeth is one, but yeah,
Yes, I'm just thinking sink my teeth,
yeah,
or
I'm sure there must be others.
yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of
I'm
others,
sure
like
there's a lot of them. Well, anyway,
mhm,
that's all I can think of at the
down in
moment.
the tooth, down in the tooth. No, that's down in the mouth.
Oh, never look a gift horse in the mouth.
That's one, right?
Disclaimer, yes, I'm drinking whiskey from a 6-year-old's birthday party that I went to earlier. So
What 6-year-old?
my darling girl, my neighbor's kid, who I've known
Oh.
since she was in like a baby blanket, like in her mom's arms. I knew her when she was in her mom's belly. Just
Aw.
my darling girl. So, and then this is just whiskey that they happen to have. So, but that's a very powerful dream, Michelle. Like, what
Yeah,
does it mean for you? You know, you're very reflective and introspective. So what do you take from that?
I think somehow it uh, the thing about me always having to go someplace, like I'm having to go someplace other than where I am.
Okay.
It's kind of like not being present. And I think
Mm,
that's why he got shot in the eye. Like
okay.
the eye, that probably has some deep symbolism too. Like
Yeah.
why did Mosquito Man get him in the eye?
Yeah.
And
I
what the
don't think
hell,
you said shot in the eye before. You
huh?
pointed out there was something odd about his eye. But I don't
Right,
think
that he had been shot in the eye
I
by
don't believe
Mosquito
you
Man.
said that before.
Oh,
Possibly you did, but for me,
no, I
right in this
didn't.
moment,
But that's what
it's,
I realized when Mosquito Man started shooting me. And that he was a
oh,
mosquito man and he was shooting arrows like a mosquito's,
yeah.
gets you. And I
Wow.
looked up Mosquito Man and there's very little on Mosquito Man, like,
Okay. Yeah,
yeah.
go on, go on.
And but the part about like having to go to the dentist and not being, there, not being present, and that Mosquito Man got Jeremy because Jeremy was moving to go someplace else,
Okay,
you
Michelle, I
know.
can't see your face.
Oh,
I can only
you
see
can
your
see the
lips.
cat.
Hello.
You can see
So
the
yeah, so
cat.
Jeremy, what about Jeremy? He was waiting to go someplace
Jeremy
else.
was Jeremy said that he had to go someplace else, and
Okay.
that's why he got shot, because he wasn't staying for the whole ceremony.
Please forgive me for asking this most simplest of questions. Who is Jeremy? Who is Jeremy?
You look like you're feeling no pain.
I am not
Jeremy.
feeling any pain, Precious. I'm also not retaining that
Okay,
specific bit of information.
Jeremy's a friend of mine that lived next door, and now he's living in Switzerland with his wife and kids, and he's Julie Mage's son.
I don't think you ever told me that before.
No, I did. Not the whole thing, though. Not the
Okay,
whole thing.
I'm sorry. So go on. So yeah, so
Okay.
what did he
And
say?
now I'm going to transform into the cat.
Yeah, I
Okay.
love this cat.
Now, what I want to tell you is
Uma,
this.
I have a big
Okay.
black kitty too. I'm gonna try to get him in here. Uma.
So what yeah, so he got hurt because he was doing exactly what I was doing, because I left the women. I left the women's ceremony and they were upset with me, but the women didn't, shoot anything. They were busy with the hot lava
Oh,
and
walking across hot lava barefoot.
excuse me.
Walking across hot lava barefoot? What do you mean
No,
hot lava?
they had a kind of a cauldron, but it was in the ground of hot
Wow.
lava. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and that was part of the ceremony, and they were letting it cool a little and putting it on me,
Wow. Wow.
and it was like the lava or mud or like cooled lava, and And then I went into the other one, and I think they were missing me. I think like they were missing me because I was present, because I went into deep meditation, and his arrows weren't missing me on purpose, really. I think I had like a force field around me that they were
Yes,
missing me because I was so present
that's beautiful, Michelle.
that
Power of presence. The power of
yeah,
presence,
yeah.
you
And I
know?
think that had a lot to do with me. I mean, a lot to do with it. And this
Yeah, I think so
mosquito
too.
man was like this powerful, like, I guess, div diviner, or like he would tell who was worthy or who wasn't. And like whether we were gonna get there out of there alive or what. And because I just was really still, I was
Yeah,
able to not fear. And I think
yeah.
that was the thing too, is and then I stopped rushing for the dentist because
Yeah,
I
you
knew
don't want
this
to
was
show any like adrenaline to these bloodsuckers. But Michelle, I'm so sorry to interrupt, but you probably haven't. Have you seen Star Barb and Star's trip to Vista Del Mar? Can you see that
Mhm.
ASAP? It's called Barb and Star's trip to Vista Del Mar. And they have the whole mosquito segment. I think you should
Really?
see that. It's absolutely one of the funniest movies I've ever seen.
You've got to just text it to me afterward.
All right, I'll
Okay.
do
Because
that.
my pen isn't, I was going to write some of the things that you were talking about is about the
Oh,
rite of the passage and stuff.
yeah. Oh, yes, yes. Yeah, it really feels like that to me. Like there's transition. I'm in transition if I am the dreamer. And I'm taking stock of pieces of my life and I'm taking forward what I want to bring forward. So it feels very much ceremonious, more ritualistic than ceremonious, but more like earthy and less perhaps intellectually,
Hmm.
spiritually. I mean, I don't know if that makes any sense, but it feels really good. It feels really connected to earth.
Hmm. And
Yeah.
that we were able to get out of there too, like unharmed, because it was like, we had to prove ourselves somehow.
Yes.
And
Which is the
and
classic fairy tale moment where, the hero needs to prove themselves somehow to then get the princess or whatever the prize is. So go on.
yeah, that was probably, you know, that, and just it seemed like what I also in the beginning, the thing about make the problem part of the play, like
Yeah.
something goes
Yes.
wrong, make that part of it.
Yes. 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 I love that. Love that.
Yeah, and it feels kind of right. I just read this book by Jack Cornfield, A Path with Heart. And in this book, he's saying, weave the straw into gold. And it's like what he
Destroy.
talks about is make the problem, make the obstacle your path instead of
Love it.
instead of
Free
saying,
from
damn,
obstacle.
I've got this injury, or, I'm sick, or this. Just kind of go into it and make it the path and not
Mhm.
look at it as an
Not your
obstacle.
adversary.
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
I love
Like,
that.
yeah.
I
And
love
I think
that.
I think I've lost that today a little because I had told you I was having problems with friends and
Yes,
people that were supposed to help me work on the house and
yes,
all that kind of stuff. And it's just like, instead of, looking at it as a problem, looking at it like, gee, maybe there's a reason why they weren't supposed to work on the house. Maybe instead of just being people that don't come through, and just face whatever it is, that's in my way. And
yes,
instead of in my way, it's the way.
right. Oh, yes. Just a shift of perspective. If there's anything I've learned in all the years of like trying to gain wisdom in this world is with a simple, I'm going to say simple. I know it's not simple, but a simple shift in perspective. And I can see things so differently. And it's such a blessing to be able to
Yeah, because I was
release.
letting this really get to me. And
Mhm.
uh, then also like the meditation and just finding my deeper self. And that's what I was doing. I was doing the meditation in the daytime when I had that dream, and I've been
Okay.
doing it pretty consistently.
Yes.
Uh,
Okay. So it feels a little bit like an answer to that.
yeah, is like just be there with whatever comes up, like instead of letting the problem take over, looking at the problem through those eyes of like the calmness, instead of, oh, this isn't working, that's not working, this isn't
Yes.
working, my friend
Yes.
treating me really bad, this
Yes.
and that. Just kind of like, just let all that fall away,
Yes.
like like a set on a movie or something, or
Exactly.
and just let it fall away and just
Yes.
be still in it,
Yes.
and not ascribe all those features to it.
Yes.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, I feel very strongly that not vulnerability. What's the word? Like, I just peacefulness does not connote weakness. That doesn't. It doesn't mean I'm weaker because I have a more peaceful way that I would prefer to deal with whatever situation. But I feel like that's very important. People misread that gentleness, peacefulness as being weaker, but I don't think it is. I think it's just as strong as anyone could
mm-hmm,
be. Yeah.
mm-hmm. Just like to be gentle, you have to be really strong to be gentle,
Yeah, I
because
think you do. I think you do. I mean, it seems right to me. And I think, our culture really, celebrates the man who is, forging ahead and all the male, the ahead in his field and whomever he had to step on or whatever. I mean, I feel like I don't trust anyone, first of all. And second of all, I just feel that it's time to really celebrate all changes, all advances. And I'm hopeful about our life, our world. Michelle, I'm hopeful. I see the kids, I'm going off topic, but I see the kids, from Parkland, Florida, where the shooter was in their school fighting for gun control. And I see like Greta Thunberg. And now there's another young woman, not sure of her name, who's very involved in the movement of, against climate change or like for every single politician to do their part to act on this catastrophe that's awaiting us, and happening and awaiting us. So I am hopeful about the youth.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. that gives us strength too. The
Yeah,
hope and the strength, and just going into like when I go into myself and still myself, then I feel much stronger. I
are,
feel like
are you
just an
saying,
inner strength.
still yourself or instill yourself
When I still
when
myself,
you
when I
still yourself?
become still, I feel strong. I feel
Yes,
centered and
yes,
acting out of strength. And then sometimes and then somebody will knock me off, or I won't be as strong. I'll let somebody knock me off
right,
center.
right, right, right.
And then I have like my friend today who knocked me off center, and
Yes,
'cause she wanted me to help her with this, protest, and I'm not able to act in that way right now.
right,
But
right,
I'm like,
right.
I always go on protests
Yes,
or
you do.
oftentimes and
I know
put
this about
myself in
you.
the line of fire, so to speak. And so she got a weak spot of mine, or like a soft spot of mine, because that's what I usually do, but I'm not able to do it right now. But
Right.
instead of coming out of weakness, I need to, you're
Yeah.
talking to me about that, and I feel like I'm going to come out of a strength, even though
Yeah.
I don't
Yes. I
feel
don't think
that,
that it connotes weakness
now.
in any way. It's just a different way. I don't feel like it's weakness when we take care of ourselves and do what we need to do for ourselves or not do. I don't think that is weakness.
Yeah, yeah,
It's a
and
strength,
I
I
hold
believe.
myself up to lately. I'm reading about Harriet Tubman, and like
I'd love
she
to read
just
that.
went through everything, and I'm like, that's too high to hold myself up, because
Ah,
she was. I mean, just think of all the antibiotics I've taken to live and all. And she was living in the 1800s and going through the swamps and taking 300 slaves with her,
he was
and and
amazing.
and then she went back as if that wasn't enough, and then she fought in the war
For
as a
more people.
spy. Huh?
Oh my goodness, she went back for more people.
No, no, she went back in the Civil War to gather black slaves to fight
Right.
in the war, and then she ended up being a spy, and she almost was the captain of this ship that was going and gathering
I
slaves to
love
save them.
that.
And she was like second in command, and and I'm like, oh, I'm not
I
going.
never heard that. I love that.
I know, it's so amazing who she
Yes.
was. And so I have to realize I'm just me. I'm not
Yeah. Don't
Harriet
compare.
Tubman.
Don't compare. I mean, in
Right.
the littlest way, but the most I've ever learned is don't compare. Don't compare. There'll always be someone funnier or like more righteous or prettier or whatever or smarter. There always will be. It doesn't matter. That's wonderful.
I'm just
Celebrate
be the
each other.
best me. I know. I even though I wish I was her. But wait, I
Ah,
do have something here to
what do you have there?
I'll show you the way she was like the second command captain of the ship. But look,
Okay.
here I am. I'm
Yes.
the
Yes.
Mary Pirate.
Oh, you and Harriet Tubman.
Instead of
I
stealing
have an eye
money, I'm
patch.
stealing the slaves away.
I have an eye patch. I will give it to you.
I need the eye patch, but
Never know. I never know when you're gonna need an eye patch.
in the next 2 days, I'll tell you more about it.
Okay.
So,
Michelle, it's so
ahoy there,
wonderful to
matey.
have you here today.
And it's so
So,
good. You're looking so pretty yourself.
oh, thank you. So, hey, this is my 6-year-old birthday party garb. I thought she'd like I know she likes sparkly things. So I wore something sparkly. But what I want to ask you is, are you having dream after dream, these epic storyline dreams? Or
I've
was
been
that
having a few of them, nothing like that, that just kept going on between the guys and dolls and then the
right?
dentist and
Right.
yeah, but I've been having a bunch of them. So, but it's a bunch of really pretty cool dreams. I didn't dream,
Yeah,
the only thing I remembered was that frog from last night. But
frog.
I've been remembering a lot of dreams.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, I had a very important frog in my dream last night.
What?
It's very green. Oh my God. No, this is what happened in my dream. Oh, I had a dream that I was very physically able, I was very bodily able. And, I've had some bad experiences with falling, or like not even falling, if my legs give out. And then I've had to call the cops or however I reached out. But I dreamed that I was falling and I got myself back up. And then later in the dream, I was falling again and I dropped my cell phone and I picked up a frog. And I picked
Last
up a
night
frog.
too?
What's that?
So I had the dream of the frog and you
I
did
know,
too.
that's what I'm saying. So that's wild. I picked up a frog and not my phone. And I was like, oh, I guess I'm just not supposed to be on my phone right now.
How cool is that?
Really cool. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. So frog in the Native American animal cards, David Carson, um, frog is purification. So if you think of what a mikvah is for, just getting in the water to purify yourself, brushing all the tangles out of your hair and submerging. And it's also similar to a baptism. Is that like a baptism or what do you call that when you dunk the baby in the water?
yeah, a baptism.
Baptism.
Christening, baptism, either one is the same.
A christening.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Are they the same? Really?
And that's what I'm gonna be
That's always
doing.
been what was confusing. It's
And I
a
had to take it,
baptism or christening.
it's the same thing.
Oh, Michelle, thank you. You've answered many questions.
And on that note, I need to go and baptize myself in the bath.
Oh, you're having a bath. It's that what we're competing with right now.
Uh,
You have a bath
No,
beckoning to you.
the bath is beckoning.
Yeah.
Yes, the baptism of the like becoming a frog.
Yeah. Yes. When Lev, my 11-year-old, was 3 months old and he was on the stairs in my front yard and a big green frog hopped up the stairs to see him. I'm like, never saw a totem animal like claim their person so definitively. So
Wow.
that happened.
Huh. So we have frogs, frog, we frog world right now.
And I have other frog stories. We used to have a birdhouse hanging in a tree, and a frog moved into it. So it must have been a tree frog. But yeah, frogs are prevalent around here.
Wow. Wow. Okay, my love.
Okay, my love.
I will talk to you really soon.
Right.
And thank you for having me. This has been this was really good. Really,
Good.
really good to just think about, all of this stuff and just
Yes.
pause.
So, and thank you for joining me and sharing your wisdom. And your,
And you
yeah, you're in
too.
a high category in my mind and in my life. So, blessings to you, Michelle.
Blessings.
And to our listeners.
Om.
Oh, wait, you want to stop with an om?
Yeah, let's start.
All right, so I just want to say sweet dreams, Holomod Metukim.
Oh. Namaste.
Namaste. So good to see you, Michelle.
You too.